Alright. Are we live? Do you see a black screen? Yes, you do. Alright. You remember that evil logo, don't you?
Yeah, that is the logo of evil.
Of hipsterism and evil. Alright. You remember when games had these overly long intros?
Yeah,
Uh,
that was definitely aspect of the PS1 and 64 era when they were like, "Oh my God, we can make stuff look epic-ish."
and then you look at them like, no! Also, I guess it was just me, but I hate trudging through Final Fantasy.
The Sony era, yes. So the first six in their original versions there before they got remade and ported up. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I'll freely admit I will throw just a tiny sliver of shadow type shade on my boys there.
Oh.
The DS remakes of Dragon Quest do not quite get as bad as the Sony era Final Fantasies, but
Oh
the
no.
beefed up some of the sequences where they run a short video that's like, oh, okay, I get you want to make this part look really impressive, but there's a reason I play classic games. I don't want video sequences.
Alright.
As opposed to right now, where they're apparently just trying to see if they can get George Lucas's attention.
You mean like Hideo Kojima?
Well, yeah.
Mr. Hideo Kojima.
But seriously, you cannot tell me that launch sequence there did not just reek of some Star Wars
Oh yeah.
directing. Like you could just hear Lucas going, and make sure you pan around. We want to make sure everybody sees just how busy this launch area is. There's just there's stuff going on in every corner.
George Lucas or J.J. Abrams?
No. That's George Lucas because that's why he kept adding ET into the set of things. No. J.J. Abrams is. We need more lens flare, guys. We got. It's nostalgia, but I don't want it to look like the old stuff.
Ah, yes. Yes, we despise you, J.J.
I'm not gonna say I despise him. The Trek reboot was good for a alternate take on Trek,
Yeah.
but I mean it's like it clearly was. I mean that was the point of it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that it's like this is an established franchise that we got a new person to play around in.
Alright. We've got R-Type, R-Type 2. R's Library version 1.0. Let's go with option.
I don't think I actually played the first R type.
Never played the first R-Type.
No, I think I started with three and then went back and did two. I didn't do much R type.
Well, yeah.
I don't quite have the reflexes for the bullet hell shmups.
Oh, yeah. So you want to start with the original then?
I mean, if you're good with the original,
Yeah, I'm good with the original. Let me make sure my screen is.
um,
Is my screen stretched out? Or are we good?
I can see R tip. I don't see the E on the big top logo.
Alright. It stretched itself out extra
Yeah.
wide.
Okay, that All right, I can see everything now.
Good. All right. It must have stretched itself out on its own.
Yeah, the video sequence was doing fine, but then when it went back to the actual startup
Yeah.
screen,
It
it
did it on its own.
readjusted itself. Yeah.
All right. So, there we go. All right. R-Type 1. Here we go. And this screen.
But yeah, I played around with Life Force back in the day as a rental type game
Oh, yeah.
because it's so quirky.
It is.
Um,
Insert the coin. But there's R-Type 1. That's how it started out.
yeah, the blatant arcade port nature of it.
Yeah, it really was. Trust
Yeah,
me,
if
you want the arcade port because I think TurboGrafx 16 was the one that first had it, and God, that was brutal. You thought the Super Nintendo had some slowdown. Did it just go back to the? Let me see. Yeah, it did it on its own. So
yeah, see right now it's you're a little left adjusted, but
let's see
let's see.
if I can make it larger. There we go. There we go.
Let's see.
I got it now. I got it. All right. All right. You gotta insert some credits.
Yep. Let's see. There was a ZX Spectrum version of R-Type.
And watch as my controller says, "Fuck you."
Ladies and gentlemen, we are clearly highly paid professionals.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there was a ZX Spectrum port, which is probably the one you're thinking of.
Oh yeah.
There was a Master System port.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, there was one for PC Engine, aka TurboGrafx 16, depending on your country.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Guess what R-Type's not doing? R-Type's not working.
okay.
Now it's working.
And
Yeah.
so in the relatively modern era, it's been ported pretty much everywhere. But yeah, there was a TurboGrafx 16 version back in the day.
What are you doing? This is called work when I want to day.
Well, you know, that's what you gotta love and hate about that generation of consoles.
Yeah.
As I said, now I'm not just picking on PlayStation. I will freely pick on the Nintendo 64 as well. It may have still been cartridge based, but it was an awkward system.
But the controllers did revolutionize gaming. I will give Nintendo that. Controllers did revolutionize gaming for the better because it was like, hey, let's do some ergonomic stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. But at the same time, as somebody who had been playing for a few generations already, it took an adjustment for that N64 controls. Like you pretty much had to suck for your first few hours of gameplay till you could get the feel when you did your first run of like Mario 64.
Oh yeah.
Like until you could just get your hand to get used to that switch.
Or yeah, that switch or that. There we go. The ripple
Just
laser.
the positioning of the left and right hand, having them so relatively close together,
Oh yeah.
like. And I think that's why the first party games did so much better on the N64.
Yeah, because
Is that
and the rare first party game that did pretty good was Quest 64. I have a soft spot for it. I don't care what you think, Rabbit.
I tried. Wait, was that? Wait, which one was Quest 64?
That was the kid with the magic school. He leaves magic school because his dad's missing.
Okay, yeah, I didn't play that one. I played, what was the Aiden Chronicles.
Oh, that one was pretty good too.
I admit I only got halfway through it. When it comes to RPGs, I'm very much story, character based, and
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, Aiden just did not click with me as a protagonist.
he didn't, but the attempt was there. I can't fault. Ah.
Yeah, I feel like Aiden Chronicles would be a much more remembered and beloved game if they had spent like another just if they just given it another quarter, you know, another 3 months there, another fiscal quarter to work on development.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, that game had a lot of potential. It was like the bases they were doing right, but I felt like they really needed to beef up the characters and a little bit of the world mythos. Mechanics were wonderful though.
Oh yeah, mechanics are great, but yeah, Aiden
Yeah.
as a character, you're just like, why should I care?
That's like, God, what was that one Tales game? They just ported it to the 3DS like a couple years ago. I gotta hold on. I gotta look that up
All right. All
because
right.
I'm totally not talking about R-Type properly here.
No, you're not. And I'm gonna switch to Delta because R types is not working.
Is it? No, it wasn't. Tales of the Abyss. That was it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Luke is a twat.
He is.
I did not enjoy Luke as a main character. The supporting characters kept me playing that game. And again, the mechanics of the Tales setting, of the Tales series. I love the way they handle battles in that series. The base battle system that all the Tales games have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luke, it wasn't until like 2/3 of the game that Luke really became tolerable.
And that depends on what you call tolerable.
I actually cared about what happened to him by that point. I will still say Lloyd Irvin from Tales of Symphonia is a much better protagonist.
Agreed.
But that was also my first Tales game, so I may just have a soft spot for Lloyd and Colette.
There we
All right,
go.
so for those of us who are not hardcore R-Type fans, what is it about Delta that's going to make this a little less embarrassing for?
Well, one, this was custom built for the PlayStation. It's not a, hey, let's take a port and try to do it. You
A
know.
port from the generation where they didn't expect anybody to get farther than the first level in an arcade game.
Pretty much.
All right, we got to recenter the screen.
Yeah. I hate when the PlayStation does this, but you know what? We just deal with it.
Yeah.
IRM no longer around. They were the main ones, and this is not the final R-Type by any means. In fact, All right, let's press start button. Let's go option. I was about to put it on Kotaku journalist mode. You know, easy.
Let's see.
Start game.
Yeah, there's R-Type 2, which we mentioned.
Yeah, there's R-Type, R-Type 2, R-Type 3 with third lightning. And then
Yeah.
Delta. Alright, it's just gonna be fuzzy for a minute while I...
Armed Police Unit Gallup, which is a kind of a spin-off essentially of the R-Type series.
It is.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're doing this shit.
I'm sorry though, but any game that may have any vague link to Japan really does not need to tell me there's a force module called Tentacle Type.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure I did not go to the Skeevy store and buy that particular game. I am not comfortable finding out what a Tentacle Type ship does to the boss. Is it just me?
Oh no.
Yeah, let's see.
I did go for the anchor type.
Yeah.
I know you traditionalists out there will go, why didn't you go for the regular force, round force type? I've never liked it. I don't know why, I've just never liked it. The tentacle type, like you, is a bit too creep for me.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. IRAM is technically still around as a company, but they, in 2011, 2012, they did go back to being slot machine and pachinko developers.
Yeah, way before Konami did.
Yeah, the employees that wanted to stick with video game development split off to form Granzella. Where they continued the Disaster Report series, and yeah, actually put out R-Type Final 2, which is well, it's currently in development.
Yeah.
So they're working on it now. So the R-Type series
isn't dead completely.
Yes.
There's still some life in her yet.
Takes a while between sequels, but you know what? We waited a pretty good amount of time between Super Metroid, Metroid Prime, and I gotta say it was worth it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Granzella there will take their time, make sure R-Type Final 2 is a worthy successor to this series.
Alright, I keep getting hit by the invisible enemy. Alright, let's continue.
Well, that doesn't seem fair to be an invisible enemy.
Well, no, but as you did say, R-Type is a shmup, so it might either be an invisible enemy or you know. I totally didn't expect that to happen, but I'm glad it did. Now that lessens my chances of an invisible enemy.
You ever notice how many shups take place in outer space and involve you piloting a ship?
All of them. That's why it's a shmup. Shoot 'em up.
Well, no. I mean, some of the recent bullet hell style ones are...
Are you mentioning like Ikaruga?
Yeah, and... Do we count Panzer Dragoon as shmup?
Yeah, it's a railgun shmup.
Yeah.
And Einhander, you can't forget Einhander.
No, yeah. Let us
Which is probably mine and Dave's favorite shmup because it's the one rare time where Square actually made a shmup.
And it wasn't based around Chocobos?
Right.
I'm sorry, but that may be, and I know it's like kind of unfair to the individual game, but I'm sorry, that's how my brains always work. I really kind of resent how after 7 came out and struck so big that it seemed like everything Square put out was Final Fantasy related for like 3 years.
That's because it was.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, folks, you're not gonna make the Chocobo your Mario. Just back off. You guys have other franchises.
Yeah.
Don't.
I
Alright,
was.
that time you just got crushed by a big ship. I can't fault you for that.
Yeah, that one was just. Then I just got shot by the same big ship. So, but no.
Like, even if you count all the damn stupid spin-offs, like, even Nintendo will sit there and take a couple fiscal quarter breaks from Mario. Like, okay, we put out a main series game, we put out a cart, we put out a party, we're good till the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got shot.
I will say their Chocoba is their Yoshi, but at the same time, they pushed him pretty hard for about a year and a half there. Like, it seemed like they... yeah, see, this is the part... I freely admit, if I had gotten this far, that part where you're going under the ship and around, that would have been where I was panicking and would have let the bullets catch up to me.
Yeah. I forgot that part. I have an anchor force. Use it.
See, and see, that's why I don't do good with shmups. I always forget about my little secondary accessory. It's like in the
Yeah,
what's
like
the
so
other
there, I
one?
got shot from
The
under.
Gradius, where you can do like the
Yeah.
manual selection.
Right.
I will always just get in a moment where I'm so focused on dodging, I forget I have a secondary weapon. It's like, oh, you should have hit your barrier at this point. I was like, I forgot I had it.
Right. You forget you got it, and then you just go.
Ooh, that's exactly what would have happened to me.
Yeah.
I'd be focusing too much on one stream of bullets, and I'd let the other one sneak up on me. Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
Sun Wukong based shmup on the Wii that I got. That it was good for one playthrough, just again for the variety of it. But I'm glad it was like a $5
Yeah.
used copy thing.
I
'Cause
think it was a remake of Cloud Kingdom or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like it did a good job of telling the basics story of Sun Wukong. It's,
Yes.
exists in pretty much every translation. Yes, we are both well. Surviving work.
Yeah. Yes. Have to survive work once in a while. I'm surviving
Yeah.
work better than I'm surviving this game, though.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I
These-
left. I don't know if I left that out too early, or if it's just.
We need to inform Twitter that this ship is bullying us. Bullying is the scourge of this nation, and this ship is abusing its larger size and multiple gun ports to make us feel like lesser individuals.
Probably.
You need to cancel culture this ship.
Like that's gonna work. The ship's gonna be like, I'm a ship.
Ship's gonna be like, what's Twitter?
And you're dead.
Yeah. Boy, back in my day, cancel culture meant you shoved a grenade up his rear end, dove behind the wall.
And you know what the bad part is? In Grandpa's generation, that was cancel culture. You did shove the grenade up his ass.
Grandpa's generation or your drill?
Yes.
What was that line from that '70s show?
Which part? Every Red Foreman statement? I'm a.
Pretty much. Well, no, there was one where it's just what you need to fix your life is a swift boot up the ass.
I don't think it was wrong. Wasn't wrong. Some of them did need a boot up their ass.
Pretty much. Funny thing is, if you actually stuck with that show up through the end, it almost kind of feels like Hyde was the secret main character, because he just had a much better character arc and growth than anybody else in that show.
He really did.
Part of it was because he didn't leave the show before the last season. Still, it's like... he just developed wonderfully as a sitcom character. Wait, isn't this the jerk off from the third Transformers movie?
No, this is actual character development.
Shockwave's little pet there.
I thought so, but this has better character development.
Well, be fair, it was just a pet. It
Yeah,
could have been worse. At least it wasn't the fourth movie with the daughter that every other scene was her just screaming.
How much she hated her dad.
I hate you, Daddy! 5 minutes later, save me, Daddy! Either screaming or trying to get her father and her boyfriend to beat each other's ass. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so glad they ditched her for that direct sequel, because I'm gonna steal one from modern society here. She was toxic. Like, she was not good for anybody.
Well, I fucked that one up.
No, now you fucked it up. You got shot.
Oh yes, Robin's doing his reviews.
Yep. I'll have my Friday rambling up on our channel.
Yeah.
So should be plenty for all of our fans to keep themselves amused with this weekend. See, I'm sorry that those two. Yeah, not so much of that beam, but the two flames are appreciated, sir. If you watch last week's video, the plot is essentially spoiled, but you know, it's kind of something you gotta eventually do with these things is give a little sneak preview and actually plan stuff out more than 5 minutes before you record.
And there you go. After 5 continues, I made it past level 1. I suck.
And you have the happy pyramid of saving your life.
Yeah.
I love you, happy semi-transparent blue pyramid. You're my friend.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, what I was saying was in that boss, the two flames above and below you, that is what would have gotten me.
Oh yeah, because you wouldn't know, you know.
Just being so paranoid about just, okay, how far is the top one going to come out, or what's the bottom one doing? That is what gets me. Yeah, I was happy with the Yu Yu Hakusho vid. I think I'm gonna do more.
Yikes.
Essentially reviewing my manga shelf.
Hey, Dave, look at all those fish.
Fishies!
I'm not fishing in that river ever again.
Wait, those flying turtles. Do we have a Gamera reference?
You could.
Gamera, oh Gamera. All the kids love Gamera. I should probably learn that song.
You probably should.
Then again, that's like it's had like 3 continuities too. I'm sure they've got a couple remakes of it. I feel like Evangelion have a different ending theme every movie, but it's all the same ending theme, just different covers of it. That may have been the most insane thing about that series.
Other than the fact that the father was probably borderline psychotic and morbidly abusive.
Oh, there's no probably about it. I'm pretty sure he hit like every checkmark symptom for sociopath.
Oh, we're done.
Be honest,
And all right, let's.
you totally wanted to be the son just for rooming with those 2 women.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a new background available. Don't know what good that'll do, so let's try this again.
I will say, picking up on what our viewing buddy here is, Robin's dropping. I feel like Hakusho is something, especially since it is relatively short. They could do a couple omnibus volumes as now and make some money.
Should.
It's 19 volumes. You could get that in what, 2-3 omnibuses?
Hell, let's go for it.
Are we gonna tentacle grade?
Possibly.
That'll teach that big old ship. Presents.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yes, Dave will shill.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and,
And he's got the videos on the main channel there anyways, Robin, so
yeah.
just grab it.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and remind myself exactly which ones Rainbow Press did. Because I have a really bad memory if it's not something on my shelf that I look at constantly of remembering who did what.
I just fucked myself over.
But
Oh, that's a nice clap beam. I can deal with that.
But yeah, any time you want to do a vid sharing thing and recommend any topics that aren't already covered on there.
Look at that! Look at that, Dave. There's a nice clap beam there too.
Yeah, I like that beam. That is something I would enjoy using playing this game. Yeah, that is definitely the beam I would go with as a player.
Even if you get tentacles, it's like, okay, we can handle tentacles.
As long as they are polite, consensual tentacles. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna sound like a real moron here for a second. Which one is the Reborn? Don't recall that one off the top of my head. But
All right.
but yeah, that beam is definitely
Yeah.
definitely how I would have gone with that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to avoid that one. That's all there is to it.
Anybody that sees this video at any given point, if you ever want to suggest a particular topic, feel free to send it to me. I'm always willing to discuss something if I am not 100% ignorant about it. Because
Yeah.
I don't mind doing research for a couple days just to refresh my memory. It's like schooling, except you don't get teachers yelling at you.
Alright. Now I see what I gotta do with the tentacle. Okay.
Yeah.
All
You
right,
gotta
let's-
go to the back of the ship and find that really tight little porthole. I'm going to hell.
Possibly, but that's about what you have to do.
On the other hand, I guarantee you, somewhere in Japan, somebody has a naughty dojinshi for archetype.
Probably do.
Now, which shmup series did they do it where like the ships became like girls wearing ship-themed armor?
That was Gradius, Oda Medius Excellent. And
That's right.
the Oda Medius series.
Yeah. Because they also did the Proteus series making fun of themselves.
Uh-huh.
Apparently R-Type's just got a little too much respect to be the ones leading the cat calls. No, not in the face!
Right in the face.
I would make an excellent Arthur. I don't even mind it if you think I'm a bunny.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but the old animated series on Fox was brilliant, but the adaptations they've tried to do since then just don't have that same sense of humor. It's like,
Well, you had to be a
like-
certain demented sense of humor to be Tick. Alright.
yeah, well, like the live action one Fox tried to do a few years later, just giving up on the tentacle type.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad type, but let's see what I get out of this. View background event.
It did good on a lot of fronts, but I feel like it just
Yeah.
because
fine.
it was a primetime series instead of a Saturday morning. I feel like they tried to inject too much underlying drama. Okay, yeah, Hitman Reborn. Haven't started that one yet, so I'll definitely, if you've been enjoying it, I'll definitely put that on my to-do list.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through Dr. Slump, so I kind of want to finish that because I'm actually buying those volumes as I went because it's Toriyama, and
Oh, yeah.
and hopefully if enough people buy Slump, he'll, you know, and those couple one-offs like Sandland and hold on, let me look at my shelf. What's the other one? Kawa. Which was amusing. It's a little more all ages, you know. It's got a lot of that classic Slump humor, but if we keep buying those other books, maybe he'll stop writing Dragon Ball again for another 20 years. Because I'm sorry, Super's just getting a little too out there. I'm not going to get into that right now. But yeah, I will definitely check in on him. I'm caught up on my IDW Ghostbusters. I've fallen way behind on my IDW Ninja Turtles, but since I do those in trades, it doesn't take quite as long to catch up.
Yeah.
I just gotta quit rereading the old stuff and give myself time to read the new stuff. I'm bad. I sit there and look at my shelf. I'm like, oh, I haven't read this comic book run in, you know, in like 3-4 years. Oh, I'm due. It's only like 150 issues. It shouldn't take me that long to go through. But
Yeah.
shoot those crabs. Don't let them live. Get to the chopper.
And get shot by. Oh, right.
Oh no. I'm all alone in the jungle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a thermonuclear device strapped to his wrist. See, that's why predators couldn't be trusted to make our technology for us. Imagine if that was programmed into your Fitbit. You did not run enough today. Initiating nuclear detonation. Oh shit! Congratulations, you've now run those extra 5 miles. And you did it in half an hour. I had a lot of motivation. Get this thing off my wrist.
Doesn't this kind of feel like a railgun?
Yeah, it's explodey. Oh, it's definitely got that railgun feel since you're going forward. Did you ever get around to playing that Dragon Quest sword on the Wii? The railgun Dragon Quest game?
I did not. I should have.
Or should I say the rail sword? It's worth it if you like the rail style games. It's definitely an interesting time.
Looks like it would be.
You got to be prepped though, because you're going to be doing a lot of that motion gaming. It's like doing like the Zelda games on the Wii, where you gotta swipe the sword a lot.
All right, and Rabbit's apparently playing this week. I don't know what he's playing though. We might go raid him later. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, he's got some good games.
He usually does.
I think he's been running through the
Mario Maker, I know he was.
Well, I know he's doing Mario Maker, but I think he's still bouncing around, checking out all the indie games that are clearly copycatting the Capcom formula.
Oh yeah, that Mecha Gal. He's like, I'm regretting my choice.
Yeah. But hey, can't until you proclaim with much despair that the goggles do nothing. It can't be that bad a game.
Oh yeah.
And yes, a game can make you do that. We have both played some stinkers that have made us proclaim the goggles do nothing. Yeah, Blue Exorcist. I've seen parts of the manga. Couldn't quite get into the into the anime. Again, something about the little random map I saw online just didn't click with me. I think I gotta start watching random maps and try to find the confirmed F1s. Because that's just something about anime. Like you really gotta be in there at F1 and get the context set down. Except please teacher. Police Teacher really did not get good until about Ep 4, because it took like 3 eps to really get the ideas going and get everything set in place. But if you can get through like the first 3 eps, starting about Ep 4, it really picks up speed. If you like that kind of, you know, romantic comedy anime type stuff. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would not. Even if I had got enough to get this far, this stage would be breaking me. Just the exploding visual, the exploding blue fireballs. That, the big chain there where the whole building section was blown up, that would be so visually distracting for me. I don't know how you did that as effective as you're doing it. My eyes would constantly be following the explosions, expecting something to, like, jump out of it. These games make me so paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they go, like, right through your ship. You know, in, like, the PS4 era, they would use that to, like, smoke screen your whole screen there for, like, 3 seconds. Just to be dicks. Be honest.
Oh, they would.
Of course, they'd also try to do this whole thing as a first person. Just what you can do it on the PlayStation VR. Feel like you're piloting the ship.
Alright.
Have there been any must-own PlayStation VR games yet?
Not that I've seen. They keep saying the one Resident Evil 7 VR was good. I saw
yeah,
a
the
game
one that even in America they like subtitled it Biohazard as like the friggin' meta joke for the hardcore fans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a couple VR Let's Plays of that, and I'm like, okay, I get what they're going for, but this really feels more like a Blumhouse production than a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
But then again, that series has had some weird spin-offs, especially if you look into the ones just in Japan. Or that were Japan only into Generation Port or whatever. I do like the remake though, the first game, just because the Super Shark looks so badass in the remake.
Yeah,
Even if he is kind of a win once you know he's coming. He's a jump scare shark. I will say, for PlayStation 1 era,
yeah.
his little, like, sinking, phasing back into reality is done really well. Like, I'm impressed with the visual right now on this boss.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Woo! Now that's a splody. That's a J.J. Abrams splody.
Yes, it
He
is.
had a lens flare.
Possibly a Michael Bay splody.
No, wasn't enough fireball to it. Hey, are they actually going through with Bad Boys 3?
What?
You know, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the first one was a good movie for what it was. Second one had a few good scenes, but is that really what we're clamoring for as a country? Bad Boys 3.
I don't know.
Should have just made it a TV show so it would have died in one season like Rush Hour.
Huh.
Maybe. Hell, at least Lethal Weapon got what, 3 seasons?
Oh yeah.
No, no.
Missiles.
You know, they may be evil, horrible aliens. I really gotta respect their ability to, fly and sink there.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Like, they come out of there, they stay in tight formation. They clearly drill a lot. They take pride in their piloting skills.
Yeah, compared to the Empire, that meh.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Just remember, people, when playing nostalgia retro games, beware the member berries.
Yep.
Because the member berries are evil. They're manipulative. Member berries want you to pay for an RPG split over like 4 episodes that you know are not going to be like $5 each.
Nope.
And it's not even an original game.
Well, you're paying for 5 episodes of a remake.
Oh, so is it going to be like $6-7 each, so the grand total equal? No. And let's be honest, each episode will probably have paid DLC too.
Probably.
How epic would it be if, after all that hubbubaloo for like a week on social media, about a month after Ep 1 came out, or whenever she actually shows up as a character, they had like a $10 DLC for Tifa's original outfit.
Huh.
Wouldn't that be like the biggest just FU MST troll moment ever? Hey, remember you guys were so ticked off at her redesign? Oh, you can get the HD original version of her, but it's gonna cost you extra. Who are we kidding? That's more like an EA Sports move.
It really is. More splody.
Lens flare! Do we need to start hashtagging that?
Possibly.
Hashtag lens flare. Dishuman. That shit.
Yep.
Those antibodies. I can speak street too. I'm down with the gangsters in the hood.
Is he creating a mini black hole?
So would that be like a black sphincter?
It could be.
It's got a little blue starfish in the middle. Hello, little buddy. Would you like to wink at me? Somewhere there's some older Japanese developer just looking at us and going, Fuck you, Dolphin. Fuck you well.
Possibly.
I got
Yes.
stuff in South Park. It infects my brain for weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
But come on, that was a great episode just for the end.
Possibly.
Japanese are still crazy, Dad. Yeah, now they're killing cows. Nobody minds that. Eat my R's, for I am the R type.
Alright. Gotta bless. Gotta love these old arcade ports because
You just keep feeding in the virtual quarter.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the Data East collection I've got on the Wii does the same thing. Where you just like hit the button that its only purpose is to insert another coin. Which is kind of funny because it's essentially an infinity life's code as long as you're paying attention and remember that it's there. So like, as long as you have enough willpower to keep watching yourself die over and over, and enough time in your day, you could technically just beat any game you want, no matter how much you suck at it.
Right.
No, your evil French fries. Yay! Lens flare!
And what's this?
Infinity. And beyond!
I don't know, Buzz Lightyear wouldn't appreciate this one.
Pretty sure Buzz Lightyear would look at this and go,
This is far beyond
"How
the
are you not happy?"
capabilities. This is far beyond the capabilities of Star Command.
Where do I know that visual from when he's got the big purple sticking out and it's the little pink core? Like, I feel like that was visual from something else.
Possibly Neon Genesis.
It's got a very classic, generic sci-fi feel. Like,
That it
the
does.
energy core. Which in a way is good. Like, I like that in the game because it reminds you of other stuff you like. You're like, oh yeah, this just feels like something cool. Sometimes you have to do that with your visuals and games and comics and stuff. It's like you need to have that sense of familiarity to work that subconscious nostalgia feel. You can't just 100% innovate. You exploded.
And so did it.
You know what? These things keep picking on you. I'm gonna go to Castle Grayskull and find me a sword.
You may as well.
I've been told that I look quite nice in a loincloth.
Huh.
So, was the secret of that sword really just like steroids?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
He's gonna take you back to the past.
But hopefully, this shitty game does not, in fact, suck ass.
Uh-huh. You don't get an easy option.
So, when it comes to the power of He-Man, which way do you lean, Teela or the Sorceress?
Keela, yeah.
Going for that loyal friend that's always by your side route.
Oh yeah.
Long as she don't friend zone you.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jaime, but you know, Manny Face just so much nicer than you. But I really respect you as a friend.
Meh. You just met them to death.
I'm sorry. All we have left on the menu tonight is meh. I can warm up the meh for you. It comes with a side order of nah, dog, nah.
Look what's about to happen, Dave. Oh! Oof!
That would have hurt.
That did hurt.
My boy's gonna need a spinal readjustment. He hit that wall at about 5,000 miles an hour.
Not just oof, but mega oof.
See? He should have turned left like the other car. That was his mistake. Earnhardt would have turned left.
He should have turned left. Too soon. I know.
It's Earnhardt, man. It'll always be too soon.
Yeah, it is. You want me to talk about that dang old R-Type, them dang old flying around on them beans with you, man? That ain't right, man. Take dang old force fields, you got to charge up that dang old bean. Hey, just throw it out and you go click, 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 click.
And that big old guy, he don't phase into reality, and he's just that dang old. Remind me of that NASCAR. Damn it, Dale! What did I tell you about smoking crack?
I should share with everyone else when it happens. That's beyond the point.
Bobby. Except Bobby, that boy ain't right. Been dancing around in Luann's bikini again. Only want to know where he got them 12 $1 bills tucked into the waist.
Oh, yeah. Bobby was a result of a last chance. They said I had a narrow urethra.
Between his narrow urethra and his wife's oddly sized feet, should like go to this one shoe store in like Mexico to order them.
Oh, yeah.
You spin me round, 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 like an R-Type level, round, round, baby, round, round.
Uh-huh. And that's why you stay in that one place.
Is that a heart? Did they throw a human heart at you?
Yes.
Bro, that is not cool. Some dude's waiting in a hospital for that heart, and you're just throwing it at some ship out in the middle of space. You're the worst organ donor delivery guy ever.
Aren't they?
I am leaving a bad review on your Yelp account.
Does the Beto Empire actually have a Yelp page? I wondered this.
How else do they get the interns to drive the splody ships?
So are they rated #1 villainous force to work for? Whoa!
No, Bowser has 401k.
And dental.
But they're still upset because the company health insurance won't pay for fireball burn damage. Apparently they claim it's a pre-existing condition in the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know who's more pissed at us for that last joke. Mario or insurance companies?
Possibly. No. Not really.
Ah! Dude, that was not cool. That was like 6 missiles at once. Maybe 4. It's hard to count when you're panicked because they're trying to fly up your butt. We are the Lonely Pop Guild.
And here we go again. You are playing a game of avoid the boss. He's just throwing whatever the heck those are.
Shouldn't he be called annoyed?
He could be.
So that's what happened after Domino's fired him. He joined the Velcro Empire.
Yep.
Now he's shooting homing missiles up your hoobajoo.
Well.
And really, all he wanted to do was ask you how to fix his gyroscope because he couldn't stop spinning.
Pretty much. I have a bad feeling about what all this is.
Yeah, that's looking very
Giegerish.
organic
Yeah.
and yet frightening.
I do wonder what Mr. Giger thinks of all this. It is very, very autistic. Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's still like trying to get in touch with Nintendo over the first couple Metroid games.
Not now. He's dead, dead, dead. I know. Giger's been dead for a good bit. Well,
Say, dude, Giger was like one more art book away from legit summoning Cthulhu. I'm not convinced he's completely gone from the Immortal Coil.
he might not be.
I'm still not convinced he was not a conduit for the Ancient Ones.
Could be. Alright. Let's see what I got. No. Alright. I'm gonna play one more for you just for your amusement.
Hopefully your amusement as well.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Sega. Dude, do not punch the Dragon Wang. He's got a date Saturday. He doesn't need swelling. Just. Wow. I thought that Kung Fu game on 8-bit Nintendo was basic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least they had a proper background.
And I'm dead.
You're just D-Wang.
Yep.
So that's basic. This must be like the basic bitch of martial arts games.
Oh, it is.
You are the pumpkin spice in all your food eating basic bitch of.
All right.
I broke myself on that guy.
This is Ninja Princess.
Oh. I know this story. This is the one where the female ninja saves the world and then greatly admires in a strange and tingly way her female tutor.
Who knows?
Or was that a different Ninja Princess story?
It could have been. All the hentai look alike after a while.
That was the doujinshi of this. Deep down inside, we all just want to know how many times did Hinata ask Naruto to turn into his girl form? It just, it'll be a nice little variety, Naruto.
Die.
Come on. I mean, I don't mind doing it, Hinata, but why do I have to be the bottom bunk when we do it?
And see, the end. The games were punishing back then too.
Oh, they were more punishing back then. Again, most of these were arcade games. I wanted to get $10 out of you before you left.
Oh yeah. And finally,
Scroll just says, "Get good, scrub."
yep, it does.
Atari!
Uh-huh.
Oh, how I missed you, Atari. Evolved battle zone. I know Millipede.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had the Millipede Centipede combo on cartridge on Game Boy.
No, we're not
Perfect thing to play when you're stuck in the back of a car. Going sideways there.
Yeah, for that one, yeah, that's where you're just like, nope.
Yep.
There we go.
Boom. Boom. Blip. 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 Blip.
Ooh, that was close.
Blip.
Oh!
Blip. Oh, you exploded. Blip. Way back in the day, arcade games were like, wouldn't it like pretty much just literally old military radar hardware?
Pretty much.
Yeah, like the old. Oh yeah, you're just like little simulated radar fight.
Yep.
Beep. Beep. There he is. Yeah, that forget React videos, but I would love to legit sit some of these. Yeah, you got a missile in the face. Legit sit some of these kids down with like a straight up, just like original arcade cabinet R-Type 1 and just see how far those little pricks can get. Like, oh. You got international global rankings on Call of Duty. Okay.
That's good, bro.
That's good, brah. But you know what? You gotta beat 10,000 points in Space Invaders. Let me go ahead and ruin your day, kid. There are no power-ups.
Oh. Missile to the face.
No. That's not the MLG challenge. That's just the game. Yep. There are no power-ups. You think about it, this game's basically one giant duel. It's just shoot them before they shoot you.
Yep.
In classic Hollywood lackey fashion, always wait till you're looking right at them and fire one at a time.
Sometimes. Alright.
Nope. I got you that time.
Oh, you got me good. So these gets the classic. There you are.
Oh, there you. Wireframe. I want you to be honest with me.
Yep.
You at least once. You played as wireframe costume. Little Mac and Smash Brothers, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Just for that original arcade fee. I don't play as him, but when I go up against him as a computer opponent, I do like going against the wireframe version. And he has one of my favorite new stages in Wii U Smash, where you're in the boxing ring, you got the crowd and the entrance ramps and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually like bounce off the ropes if you land directly on them. Yeah, that's just great.
Yeah, it is.
But yes, this is what I'm talking. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The wireframe pseudo 3D graphics.
Oh.
Up. You gotcha.
There we go.
Ah! Hey, top of the leaderboard.
That's it. There we go. Let's get evolved.
Woo! We must defend the city.
All right.
Yep, on your left.
Well, I know.
It's gonna get you.
Yeah. Would you like to see the classic version of this, folks?
Oh, I know the classic version.
Oh, I do too.
For those Utes out there. These two Utes. Oh yeah. I mean, I will say the evolved version is a good,
Yeah.
visual upgrade. Still very much keeping
Faithful.
the spirit of the original. But yes, folks, that is what it started off as. Oh no! Well, that wasn't a Delta flight. Up on your left again.
Yeah.
Ah, they got you.
Yep. See how easy it is to lose cities?
Oh yeah, it's
All right. You do have to check. All right.
I never played Lunar Lander. I'll admit that one. He's gonna get there. Must get the Chivos. Yay! Now, my pupil, you are ready for perfect score on pilot wings. I'm sorry, but that parachute diving was some BS. You're successfully landed on your anus.
All right. Let's go ahead and. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No, no.
Yeah.
You got 2 awards. Well, now, this is just a whole lot vaguer.
Isn't it?
Okay, the little the PS background there
Yeah.
is totally tripping with my brain. Is it just me? A little fill in on the left and right.
It kind of does.
Yeah, I heard of it, but I never played this. I never played Lunar Lander back in the day. So.
Yeah. This one. Yeah, that one. The.
Yeah, that one's definitely looks a lot less forgiving.
It really is. Yeah, this one's a sideways.
Yep. gotta love those extra, late level extra missions there.
Oh
Now you gotta land successfully and collect stuff to drop off.
yeah.
Oh, like Paperboy in space.
Alright, Centipede's another sideways one. I kind of see why. It was kind of a... What was I going to say? It was different.
Yeah.
Asteroids.
Oh yeah, this has the transparent background, so we can see the entire PlayStation filler background.
Yeah.
The little dueling black holes there. Suck all in. Not even light is leaving us. We're gonna get it all. He was just trying to go to Chipotle. He's better off dead.
Yeah, especially if you think Chipotle's good Mexican food.
I have never actually eaten at a Chipotle.
You shouldn't start.
It's under the... Partly is there's none in this particular corner of Georgia. I think they have some up in Atlanta, but, you know, I'm a little south of there.
Yeah.
Chipotle is one of those things where I'm like, look, if somebody else that I'm with really wants to go and they're paying, yeah, I mean, whatevs.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, if you're buying my food, I can pretty much adapt to anything. So, there he is.
Yeah.
I got you on that one, man.
Yeah.
Came at you from too many sides. But, yeah, I'm sorry. If I want my poor excuse for Mexican but works for a ignorant white boy, I'll just stick with Taco Bell. Because at least their food's cheap.
Forgot it was around level 3 that I had to move. Oh, there you are. That's Atari. Let's see what else we got.
That's the evolved one.
Let's see what else we got.
It's a little too much color in there for classic Atari asteroids.
Oh, yeah. I have not tried this one. Capcom Puzzle World.
Yay, Capcom!
Capcom Super Happy Fun Time. Okay, yeah.
I will say, even though it's not the sole contributing company to that series, but playing Project X Zone 1 and 2 like really reminded me of how strong a lot of those Capcom franchises were character-wise. I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I forgot how much fun Capcom was good for outside of, like, Street Fighter. Speaking of...
Super Puzzle Fighter.
Yes, with our little friend there from, what was it, Darksiders?
Yeah, it was Darksiders.
Darksiders, yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of dark games. Sometimes I have to doubt my instinct there. But yeah, they showed up. They showed up throughout that series too. I always I kind of like Simcoe there, the little Chinese zombie. She's fun. I'm sorry, but with these chibi graphics, I really get an Astro Boy vibe. I don't know why. Maybe I'm an asshole. What do you think? I don't know. Morgan's the kind of freak. She might enjoy missiles coming out of your butt.
She probably does.
Just a little baby Splody that time.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're still pretty much whooping her butt.
Oh, yeah.
There's a big Splody. See, that's why I never like playing the competitive puzzle games. Is I'm the kind of player. There's a big Splody.
Oh, yeah.
I'm much more about like just racking up as many. Just zap the blocks away as often and quick as possible. I'm not a patient, set up a huge combo guy. So yeah, I definitely suffer after the opening few seconds of the game. Oh, you got her crying. Finish her.
No, I believe.
If I'm just like chilling, playing Tetris by myself, early on I'll try to like pace myself and set up some actual like Tetrises and three-liners. Once those puzzle pieces start falling faster, I just go for whatever I can get.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how once you get past like level 5, you can sit there and just like, oh, it's okay, I'll break these lines in like 12 moves from now. And I'm like,
Oh.
you guarantee you're gonna be alive that late.
Oh no, you're so mean to me, Ryan. I'm not gonna play with you anymore.
Screw you, hippie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, she got me on that one. Huh.
Oh, look at that. She's going for like her little casual wear look there.
Yep.
I gotta have school, Joe. I'm gonna just slip into my comfy clothes and watch Netflix.
You just look at her like, cunt.
Worse. Vamp cunt. Nothing. Nothing worse than when she school you so hard, she slips back into her sweatpants and just chills.
Oh yeah.
That's when you know the argument is over, and you just need to go set yourself up on the couch. Am I right or am I right, sir?
Oh yeah. But wait, there's more.
You mean if I order now, I get the ShamWow for free?
You could.
As long as it's not the slap chop, that just makes me have really bad circumcision flashbacks.
Ow.
Oh, like you don't. You've seen that infomercial. We are not fooled by your tears anymore. We remember last time. Your tears are those of the crocodile. And by that I imply they are false. And not at all beneficial to me. Oh. Was that racist? I felt a little racist. Sure enough, look what happened. Them crocodile tears went sucked you in. You got mathematics now. Oh. You got a yellow splooty! Let's do a big yellow splooty! Doesn't need a yellow splooty. There we go, big blue splooty! Big blue splooty! Oh no! Yeah, dude, I've pretty much been saying since the first, what was it, episode 9 that, or 7, that Ray is just one giant Mary Sue.
Oh yeah.
Like, at least, like that's the thing. And again, I'm really not trying to go on a full rant here, but watch 4, 5, and 6. Luke had to work to get to the point where, by classic Jedi Knight standards, he was mildly competent. And she got you again.
Yeah, she laid on the charm.
F7. Yeah. Yeah, like it took Luke until F6 that he was actually like competent by classic Jedi Knight standards.
Yeah, and even then,
Seven lays down a lot of, you know, as a 7th movie and a concept. But yeah, Ray just does not work for me on any level.
except to irritate you.
Yeah, I don't think F8 was good for anybody.
No.
I'm sorry, but unless F9 just completely blows me out of the water, I'm just going to have to declare Star Wars fans to be in an abusive relationship at this point. Because 8 was so bad. 7 wasn't that much better that I mean, it really feels like that's what I'm dealing with right now. I know there were a lot of potholes, but But he promised he wasn't going to do that anymore. He's in therapy. Is it just me? I feel that's earned after F8.
So is
I will say, I assume everybody's seen the movie by now, and I'm no longer beholden to the spoiler policy. I will say Luke's death was epic.
Holy crap, look how far back she's leaning.
Damn. You got her on that one, man. She is like,
bruh.
She is in the "you're my daddy now, just go ahead and do what you will with me" pose. Yeah. Yeah, there's some. Still, the good news is about the Abrams trilogy. At least it makes people view Eps 2 and 3 in a little more fair light. I don't think anything's ever going to 100% redeem F1, but let's be honest, F8 really makes you just feel like, you know, I could really watch 2 and 3 and be happy with myself.
Simcoe, Simcoe, happy little zombie girl, Simcoe. She jumps and she pulls weapons out of her sleeve.
This is why I don't improv right more often, folks.
Guess what we're about to have?
This may be my favorite zombie variant across the world.
Green Splody!
Like, seriously, just the and John Shee there. They're just a wonderful variant zombie. She's got her spike ball. She's plotting something, man. Keep an eye on her.
There's not much.
She thought she had you. She got the wrong color. Oh god, I just noticed it. Raptor's in the background, heart eyeing her.
Oh yeah.
It was not until the victory screen that I actually noticed that, and I feel bad.
Sakura.
Isn't she the crazy stalker girl?
Yep. Ryu senpai, teach me.
Oh, Ryu, I've been so naughty. You're gonna have to discipline me.
That is way too prevalent a trope in Japan. You got her. You got Xiao Yu from Tekken. You got Amy Rose and Sonic.
Uh-huh.
They just have some really weird cultural ideas about like what it means when a woman is not willing to wait on a man to make the first move. I don't like to upset cultures too often. I try to be open-minded, but seriously, like that country still seems to be working on that concept. What kind of woman would dare make the first move? Dude,
I'm about to get schooled.
about to say, she's about to tie you up and take you to her bedroom. She's even wearing the school uniform. You're getting schooled by somebody in a school uniform. Wait. Don't call it combat. Been here for years. Wait, wasn't the Joker's Wild that god-awful tournament in TNA?
I think so.
Oh wait, why did I say V as if they only had? Silly rabbit. I think she's got you on this one. Yep. Yeah, you had it for a brief moment. The far right, you never got that back down again.
Yeah, I tried. It couldn't do it.
You're going to channel the power of evil Shadow Rock.
Uh-huh.
What's that little token unique term they have for when he goes psycho evil Sith? I'm bad on my Street Fighter lore.
They just straight up called him Evil Ryu.
Well, there was some kind of. Maybe it's the technique he uses that overwhelms him and leads to that. Is that what I'm thinking of? Something with an S.
Yeah, Sado no Hatsu.
That's it, yeah.
Or
That's
Sado
what I
no
was thinking
Hado.
of. Yeah, oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, the Chuck Dixon era of the Robin series. I'm sorry, every time I try to pick your Joker, I hear Mark Hamill. That was the perfect voice for Joker.
Especially when you heard him talk about practicing on the freeway. Hey, what type of voice do they want to do? No, that's too much like Scooby. Not too much. Too much.
Well, I think where he really excelled in Joker wasn't the absolute manic laugh. It was the I'm trying. Yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. But it was the calm plotting before the scheme starts, or you just that. That's the point, Harley. Yeah, I love the episode where he kidnaps the mayor's son from the birthday party. He's like teaching the mayor he's teaching the mayor's son how to be a clown. That was just a great episode where he's doing the sword swallowing trick with the shrinking sword.
Mm-hmm.
The kid's like, well, what if you miss the timing and you cut your own throat? That's why They call it a trick, kid. It's like the perfect creepy voice. It's like, that's gonna haunt my nightmares for the next couple nights.
Yep.
I don't only know how to play fighting games, I also suck at racing games. Especially the real physics ones.
Oh yeah. Those games are nightmares.
I could realistically drive a sports car through a city at 180 miles an hour without killing anybody. I would be doing that for money. I wouldn't be playing at video games at home. Stupid programmers. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see something here.
Oh.
Forgot to do this before recording. There we go. Little image fun for you, buddy, when you're not in the middle of intense puzzle combat.
Getting pwned by Ken.
Which I'm sorry, I kind of prefer Ken to. Like, especially in the extended lore as you get into the later Street Fighter sub-franchises. Hello, Rabbit. Of the Sensei level gaming.
How's it going? Still playing, Rabbit? But yeah, like, Ken got married, he had the kid, you know, he realized that he could have a life outside of martial arts. Ah, yeah, 20XX. That's what I figured. I knew you were still following the Capcom influenced games there. I thought you said you were getting ready to try that one. Oh yeah. Had enough of Metagal, didn't you?
Yeah. Alright.
Well, Ken's down. Let's use an intermission. Now we're getting into the questionable part of the stream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Seeing Ken settle down and have the happy ending, especially since it was the same girl he met in the Street Fighter 2 era. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know who Ryu would sell. Sakura's too much of a crazy stalker. They'd have to do a timeline where Bison is just 100% gone before you could ever ship Chun-Li with anybody.
Because she's just as obsessed with destroying
Bison. Yeah, that's
Bison.
what I'm saying. Which I think is why you could eventually ship Ryu and Chun-Li. Just on that, they would... Yeah, Ken married Elizabeth, who was like the sister of... Guile's wife. So, like, Guile and Ken are pseudo-related through that. But yeah, I could see in a world 100% post-Bison. Chun-Li and Ryu kind of like just helping each other try to figure out what to do with their lives. Just staying with each other. Yeah, 2010's a thing. Let's not get into the 2010 thing with the retranslations and Americanization, changing of story and concept. That was, I don't know, Street Fighter 2010 is weird.
There's an in joke there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. The game itself, if you ignore the shoehorn Street Fighter connections, the game as a standalone works. The mirror match. It's definitely hard. It is that classic Nintendo hard. But yeah, it's when you try to sit there and place it within Street Fighter, the meta franchise, that's when it gets a little funky. Yeah, no, as I was saying earlier, I have nothing games. I generally seek those out. I like games with a good sense of humor. That's why I'm more Dragon Quest than Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I'm not streaming it, because I like my retro hidden gems theme I'm going here, but yeah, I'm enjoying Dragon Quest Heroes. I'm playing that one just for me. Oh yes, the Street Fighter 2 bonus stage, wrecking the card.
Oh, my car.
Oh dude, Dragon Quest has been better written since the... Well, I'll say since the second game, because the first Dragon Quest game, not much to it, very heavily European fantasy influenced. As I've said in my written, it's you play the game to understand how the series started, but that's what it is. It's essentially the prototype for the franchise. It's 2 is when Dragon Quest series really started establishing itself and settling in. Mirror Ryu is panicking. He's bad. We're done.
Oh, yeah.
Mortal Kombat, if you look at, like, up till Armageddon, and you ignore the little spin-off mythology stuff, it had a solid story for a fighting game franchise.
It did.
But yeah, once they started post-Armageddon with the time travel reboot stuff they've done these last couple games, I walked away from Mortal Kombat after that.
In the words of Foamy T Squirrel, sometimes we just gotta reboot the reboot.
True.
And if you don't like it, we'll just reboot the reboot. Okay? Okay.
The reboot of the reboot. Well, I think Foamy's become a really interesting character study in an ongoing series, in that he did what everybody does, whether it's webcomics or cartoons or something, and again, this is a trope in anime. Alright, he's kicking your butt here. In that it tried to get much more story driven and, you know, and build the world and make it feel like a thing. And then he realized that home meant to be. And since the reboot of the reboot, yeah, it's just been classic foamy ranting. Other characters will show up if they're necessary to trigger the rant. But yeah, he definitely backpedaled.
Oh,
And that's good, because and you're dead. And that's what it should have been the whole time. I didn't mind the story-driven era for a little bit, but you could tell he realized he had let Foamy become something he wasn't comfortable with writing.
yeah, that one was rough.
Donovan pimp slapped you with his ghost more than once.
He usually does. That's the bad part.
And worse, he did it in front of a little girl.
Oh, yeah. Which supposedly, if the lore is correct for Darkstalkers, that little girl is more powerful than any of us.
That's the way it usually goes. Little girl. Unless it's the Fantastic Four, because it was Franklin, not Valeria, that's super powerful.
Yeah, I think so too, it was.
Of course, now that they've brought the four back after their arrest period, he's a teenager now, and he's a lot less powerful, so we'll see how long that change lasts before they age regress him again. Or at least power boost him as a teenager. Oh, no, and you're done. You're done, son.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Do we have to get motherfucker Mike to fire you? Dude, I think I need 10 days off work to catch up with all of my
Yeah, you really do.
well, see, I took a drought.
I
I went on a drought.
Is
because
that
I was,
hey, is that Talbane in the background howling? Kind of looks like it.
Yeah. So it's hard to tell because he's completely in shadows. Can't get any facial recognition, but probably, since as I said, we got it earlier with Raptor on Simcoe's stage.
Yeah, everyone's favorite tortured werewolf.
Nice.
Mr.
But yeah,
John.
I took a bit of an anime break, catching up with some other series on some, Western live action series and as I said, since I hadn't watched anything in years, I did South Park binge of about 30 episodes there. And then I had to do my Shark Week, which always takes me about 2 weeks because I partition it out again, usually because of schedule and watching and keeping up with wrestling. But I'm about at the point I think I'm gonna have to start getting back into anime, watching regularly. Nothing super new. I'm gonna. Yeah, he's killing you, man.
He's trying.
He's man. If he can get a yellow sploder, he's gonna mess you up. Yeah. Well, no, you.
That's why
I saw the which one? Damn it. I saw one of the Full Metal Alchemist in a theater. Yeah, I I can't remember if it was the first or the second Full Metal movie, but I saw one of them in theaters. I'm trying to think. I want to say it was the Sacred Star of Milos.
Yep, he got me there. I got hit by an Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Come on, man. MLG 360 no scope them.
Huh. Yeah, we used to call that the no scoping. We used to call that exercises. All these Call of Duty kids think it's something impressive.
Okay, yeah, maybe it was the first. See that? A problem is I've seen both of them on DVD several times, so now my old man memory cannot recall how I saw them the first time. Yeah, it was probably the first movie in theaters, because it was one of those where like a bunch of cinemas across the country. So it was probably that first one then. Yeah, your name. I watched that on. Hey, I freely admitted my past and my current sense of humor is pretty much nothing but scandalous. So.
Oh, no, he's talking about the, what we were laughing about the other day, lasagna.
Lasagna. Yeah, I wasn't in here the other night. I was troubleshooting both surround sound systems.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's unfixable.
Oh!
I've got him where he can watch his TV just through his or he can watch his stuff through the TV built-in speaker system.
My last opponent is, well,
I'm gonna
ship
plead the
'em.
fifth on Kira. Oh yes.
It's time for the ship wars.
Speaking of racism, I'm sorry, except for the spiked wrist gauntlets, how stereotype is her outfit?
Oh, it's a stereotype.
Don't get me wrong, I mean it works because nobody really takes Street Fighter seriously. But oy vey, I mean that thing is straight out of some 80s Chopsaki film. Yeah, I did. I don't associate with any Street Fighter internet fan community. Mostly because I'm a Tekken man myself.
I forgot you do go to the Church of Heihachi Mishima.
Hey, I'm just saying, I got a scholarship. It's not my fault he runs his own educational facility. I tried to get into Soul Calibur, but I think because I came into it after it had been out for a little while, it just didn't click for me. But I will say mostly because pretty much every ending is tongue-in-cheek goofy. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is just a joy to play. A lot of the endings are tongue-in-cheek, and funny thing is, they're actually there's one of them. It's like there's one ending that's like one giant ending played out over like 7 individual characters. So it's just like really quirky. Now I usually JC as my anchor in the team.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's got that good mix of the wrestling moves with the quick kicking of the traditional martial arts style. Plus, underneath the mask, she's an archaeology nerd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on. Have you seen her ending with her mom, Michelle?
Yeah.
I love that. Her mom's sitting there wearing the mask while Julie's in the shower. Like, oh God, just thinking about it, it's just wonderful. Yeah, Soul Calibur has great mechanics, but something about the character, like there's just I couldn't find anybody in Soul Calibur that really clicked for me. Like as I said, I was with Mortal, and then they just got to a point where they lost their minds. But and like Street Fighter 2, it's that's one of those games that you can always pick up and play. Like 4 and 5 don't work for me. I'm sorry, I tried. Three's not.
Did you see that?
Oh, dude, I saw that. She's done. That chain got her. I was just waiting to see if she could come back from that.
Nope.
Yeah, you got her in there, but yes. She is now on her knees. You may gain your victory prize. Took you a second for that one, didn't it? Jen!
No, that was what the laugh was. Oh.
Alright, no more emphysema for you. Nope. Aw, I wanted to see Dan.
I did too, but Akuma's he's got
Akuma's
no
a
humor.
prick.
He is. Wow, Akuma, you're a dick. Goki, you're a dick.
I will say I do take away from that last Tekken game for bringing Akuma in as DLC. I just and what's his face? Was it Negan from The Walking Dead?
It was Negan.
I'm sorry, but that's next time I actually want to do an angry rant on video, it's probably gonna be the guest shots in fighting games. Because I'm gonna have to bring up Soul Calibur for that. Soul Calibur started that crap.
Don't ask me how I did that.
Dude, I was watching. I don't know how you did that. Clearly, the threats of me ranting about fighting game guest stars just inspired you.
Must have been. Yeah, they did do it right.
I'm sorry, the whole thing with the console exclusive guest stars, that just felt
I think what got Akuma on that one is he went a little too fast for himself.
Yeah, I think Akuma was trying to speed his. Thank you. I think Akuma was trying to speed his way into finding the key to his big combo move, and he just got ahead of himself. Yeah, so I said Soul Calibur tried. But yeah, the whole every console was a different special guest character thing. Like
Yeah.
that's just dividing your fan base at that point.
It really is.
And that's, you should never do that. The console wars already are bad enough. You don't. Yeah. She's hitting everybody's costume. But yeah, as a company like that, you don't, as software, want to contribute to the console war arguments like that.
You really don't.
It's because you're gonna get a point where you're favorite.
He really couldn't, Robin. He couldn't find the Russiagate boogeyman excuse.
But, well,
Yep.
the R-types kind of did something to you that started with the letter R, but
Not bad.
we're not touching Spawn. But yes, you did well for yourself on Puzzle Fighter there.
Yeah. I enjoy Puzzle Fighter. It's one of those you don't play that often, and if you play it too often, you start taking yourself seriously. And you don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's true, but
You know. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Let's see what this classics game is.
I heard of that mostly through the Castlevania wiki site. Definitely never played Puzzle Fighter.
Hold on. I'm getting a little laggy.
I know Castlevania had an official pachinko.
Oh yeah, there's nothing but pachinko these days.
That was years ago. That was before they like really voted down pachinko. But yeah. That's the thing, but just check your little present there, man.
I'm going to here in a second, actually.
Yeah, it's over in our little private chat window.
Oh. There we go. Moon Knight. Are you still crazy, Moon Knight? Nah. We're better now.
Yeah. Just in the second panel.
Oh.
How's your God? He's good. How's your dead fan? That's just one of those comics where you go, I don't know if it's canon or not. I'm just happy this exists. I did not know I needed that conversation until now.
Right.
And I also got that one for it. Our buddy Samo throwing some wisdom.
There we go.
Those guys, you know, we want to make excellent at our time. But that's the thing. For that.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Let's go to Midway.
Aww.
I was too slow for that one, I'll admit. Hey, look, Dave, more gun. Alright, still there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm here. But yeah, you're definitely getting some
Yeah.
stutter on the stream there.
Should be good now. Alright,
Yeah,
let's...
Hunter x Hunter is something I really need to, like, blast through. Because again, it's Togashi and Hakusho's excellent, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
I just
and-
hate on the manga front how Togashi keeps taking these like year, 2 year long
Yeah.
sabbaticals at a time.
Oh, yeah. And I'll try that in a minute,
And I
right?
get why, because it's the same thing that led to the rushed ending in Hakusho, where he does so much more than most manga writers do, instead of leaning on his assistant, and he gets burnt and he burns out. But that's just one of those things where I look at him and I'm like, dude, maybe you need to write more short form serials.
Yeah.
Like, write something that's only gonna. Yeah, this is whooping you, man.
No.
You know, write something that's only gonna cover, you know, a few trade volumes worth.
Pretty much.
So, you know, when you get burned out and you know, you need to not write anything for a couple years, hey, at least nobody's waiting. But hey, he's probably got a few $1 million, so what do I know?
Alright.
But,
Let's see if this is going to reload.
I think I'm going to have to get him bow out on you.
Oh, yeah.
It is after 1 my time.
Yes, you are an East Coaster. I'm definitely going to have to bail, too, because it doesn't look like this is going to reload. So,
Yeah.
hell, alright, folks.
Yeah, we had a good couple hours plus of retro gaming here tonight.
Oh yeah. Every one of you take care of yourselves. The coffee shop will open soon. I just got to get all my research in on Sputnik. I didn't think there was that much research you had to do, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Puzzle Fighter.
We might have to attempt it again. I'll have to find another version of Puzzle Fighter because that one's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think Puzzle Fighter was your best showing as a gamer, but the last couple art types there, you were doing pretty good on.
Yeah, but I also think that I did like the Ray Earth as well. Ray Earth was all right, but it was a quarter muncher.
R Type 1 is just too hard.
Yeah,
you got to get your you got to snort some crack there and get your Twitch gaming going for R Type 1.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, take care. I will be next Tuesday-ish. Yeah, next Tuesday-ish. Yes. Yes, as soon as I figure out more about good old Sputnik. I've got most of the regular history, but you know, there's more stuff, and I gotta go through Crowbar Press's stuff that they had on articles with them too. I just got that.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, once you remember Crowbar Press, Scott Teal and his project.
Yeah, I remember that. And yeah, if we can definitely get all that compiled and wrap the brain around it, that'll be good. But yep. Definitely look forward to seeing everybody later.
Definitely. Oh, also, while everyone is still here, should I go back on the puzzle train? Or I've also got Mega Man powered up for the PSP. I've got that as well.
We'll probably do. I would say save Mega Man powered up for your next night.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The next, probably Wednesday night, then.
Yeah, cause Tuesdays when I try to do my Evo stream, so.
Oh yeah. I'll let you do your Evo stream on Tuesday, and then, cause I'll probably do my stuff. I'll do my stuff like after the Evo stream, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Rabbit said not enough people have done powered up, so you want a night Wednesday night of powered up?
Yeah. We'll do Wednesday night powered up.
Yeah, because we'll just. I think people will do. All right, what's the Wednesday stuff going to be? And I'm like, well, it's just going to be me, Dave, and I catching up because we don't get to because we're both working schlubs these days.
Yeah. Well,
compared to the old...
I got next Wednesday and Thursday off, so I can definitely stay up. Stay up late next Wednesday.
Oh yeah, because yeah, back in the days when we were doing fantasy wrestling, we had time galore. Now, I'm trying to write a book. You're trying to write a book. You've also got work. You got a girlfriend. I don't.
Yeah. I admit the one day a week we're kind of running right now. That pretty much is a whole evening thing, but you know, it's enjoyable for what it is. Yeah, but definitely a good stream. Showed off of a good variety of retro games.
You know what? I'm just gonna rename the stream whenever we do them. We're just gonna do, what do we call them? Hump day hangovers or something. Who knows? Because
for now,
we'll work on the branding.
I'm pretty much just mine's pretty much just Tuesday night because that's what fell into convenient for me.
Oh yeah. But yeah, all right.
So I've got hopefully like 3, 4 at the most more episodes of Vivo.
Oh yeah,
and I can claim that I beat it, and then
hey Dave,
I'll go.
Before I forget,
yeah.
pimp your channel. Your Twitch channel.
yeah, my Twitch channel, which I'm still on the low end, so I only get an episode or about a week's worth of content at a time. But you can check it out at Bardic Way, BARDICWAYS. Um, and then of course you can check out our shared YouTube channel at Roulette Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, I typed it in
Um,
for everyone.
but yeah, Roulette Productions, where, which I'm going to use to archive
Yeah.
my playthrough, so people can watch the whole series. I did not think to do that for my pre-Evo practice streams. So
But at least you're there. Also since he's in the room, Rabbit Sensei Gaming, he plays all things neat and cool. We finished up the series on Zelda. Right now he's doing Mario Maker and various Mega Man plugs
20XX.
and 20XX. Metagal, he's suffering through. We're sorry, Rabbit. But alright, so next week we'll do Powered Up. Alright, we'll do that. I've also
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Power Up. Never played through it myself, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you
and also Rabbit has asked me.
got going here.
Yeah, he's also asked me about E7. He's heard me talk about it. He's asking, all right, if it's how different it is, if I should play it off. You remember E7 is the buddy cop game, right? Where you play as Adol and Dogi, and then you have that one princess who's the archer.
Okay, yeah, I got you now. It took me a second.
Yeah, so we'd probably do that for one Wednesday as well. Just get in through the first Africa chapters, because you are going to the Africa continent. Nice switching to the name there, Falcom.
Yeah.
And I
Any
might
resemblance to existing countries is completely coincidental. Wink, wink.
pretty much. I might get back into the Salamander Portable because there is a game on there that I did not play, and Vixen told me that I didn't play this, which she's a nice girl and everything, but she reminds me of stuff. BTR Foxy Vixen Gaming, she reminded me that there was an extra game on Salamander Portable called Xace or XX or something. I think it's XX. XEX, that game. So that's a very old game. It's like, he's like, you forgot to play that one when you played through your portable. That and the Life Force arcade as well. So I might get through that sometime. I'm just not ready for shmups again. You gotta get into the mindset for those. Oh, and I also got something if you are into emulating PSP games. Oh! Hey Dave, we're getting challenged.
Dude, I'm gonna go ahead. I enjoy the early Castlevania games, but much like my fighting game and racing games, I suck at Castlevania.
Yeah, he's talking about the one for the Genesis too. All right.
Oh yeah, no, I know which one Bloodline.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
no, I've never beaten a single Castlevania game on any difficulty level.
I've beat. All right, so Rabbit's gonna do his Wednesday stream, or you're gonna do this for a Friday. So you're gonna do. I'm guessing you're gonna do John Morris, right? I mean, I know he's gonna do John Morris because he's a traditionalist. He loves his whip.
Yeah.
So yes, I will do Eric on the expert mode. Okay. I'm probably gonna fail miserably, but I will attempt this. Oh. Save states allowed. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. Save states allowed is a small concession, but since it's expert mode, I agree that's fair.
Yeah. Also, I have on PSP and Revit, if you still emulate as well, I'll send them to you. I did find Star Ocean, First Departure, and Second Evolution.
I'm sorry. The only Castlevania game that I would even consider marathoning just so I can attempt to get halfway decent at it would be Castlevania 3, just because
Oh yeah, you gotta love that game. Oh,
that's just classic.
oh, and also, Rabbit, on your recommendation, I did get for the PSP the Dracula X Chronicles. In fact, I'm just going to play it on screen here just so Rabbit has the proof. So
We'll do a couple minutes just to
yeah, just for the proof.
just to vids or it didn't happen us. And then yeah, I think we all probably need to start thinking about bed, because none of us are,
Coherent.
and some of us have to work tomorrow, even if it is night shift, even if it is the afternoon evening shift.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna show.
Do 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 do, the fighting robot. Do 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 do, Mega Man. Do 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 do,
Oh yeah.
fighting robot.
Oh yeah. He knows I've got Mega Man. He doesn't question it.
Mega Man. I know. I just that.
Yeah.
I love it that old Saturday morning. It's just
Oh yeah.
that was just straight up.
By the way, Dave, in your language abilities, what language are they speaking? I'll give a hint for everyone. Sprachen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah, I was about to say. I was gonna say there's definitely some German in there, but it wouldn't surprise me if they cheated and mixed some languages.
But no, that was pure German.
Okay. See, that's the thing. I only know a hand of random German words. I really got to work better on learning enough of it to recognize it quicker. But mostly I can sense German just off the off the rhythm of it. There's just a certain way. It's like that German stands out against something like French or Spanish or something.
That's because the see
it's got more of that Eastern European feel, like some of the Russian languages.
well okay. One episode on Doc's Coffee Shop, I will explain.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I know. It's kind of Middle Europe, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yes.
It's that Middle Europe. It's that little bit of every.
Oh yeah.
Feel to it. So it's hard to peg if you don't you don't hit the specific words you already know.
Yeah. So.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. The middle. It's kind of like that transition between.
Yeah, Romania is that right there at that. Well, Romanian on its own, people don't realize this one, and just before we go, I'm going to do a little language sparking. Romanian is actually considered a Romance language, which Romance in the sense of Latin, Italian, Spanish, French.
Yeah, isn't it? I think the classic definition is like one generation removed from the ancient.
Yeah. The true Romance language, the true Roman language was Latin, and then its descendants are Spanish, French, Portuguese. Yeah, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian, and Italian. Italian is the
Yeah.
direct descendant. Third generation Romance language would be English, specifically American English.
Yeah, by that point, it's not so much a romance language as a bar hopping one night stand language.
Kind of, but no, English is a strange mix. It is a Germanic language, it is a Slavic language, and it is a Romance language, and we're not sure how.
The problem with English is there's England English, there's American English, there's Australian English.
There is, but American English and Australian English are closely related to each other because both separated themselves from the received pronunciation of the British English.
Yeah, but see, American English picked up a lot more borrowed words from French and Spanish.
Yeah,
because of our immigration policy.
A lot more patois, to be.
Yeah.
I mean, American English is definitely a lot more of a pidgin language these days because you have to remember we're also influenced by Russia, by China, by Japan, by Korea.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
although American English is also the ultimate pidgin across the world because English is the number one most learned language because it seems to be the international language of commerce.
Yeah.
And
that's all. It's just it's weird like that.
Oh yeah, we did. Australia basically has its sketchy history, but in the end, it just said, you know what, piss off, Royals. Yeah, Canadian English is, I want to say it's similar to American English, just a little bit more refined.
Well, especially in the Montreal region, you got a lot more of the French influence.
The Quebecois, the fuck you, Canada, we want to keep the currency, but we do not want to be a part of Canada.
We have the elegance of the French, but we do not have the proper cuisine. We just put gravy on our curds and say it's good eating.
Oh, on top of French fries. On top of French fries. You can't forget the rest.
Yes, all of it on top of the French fry because you need substance.
Yeah.
Curd is just texture. You must be stupid American.
Whereas we just
put it on top of the French fry. What you gonna do? Put it on top of your muffin?
Actually, we have done that. We put gravy on top of our biscuits, which.
But it has to be the sausage gravy.
I don't know.
You can't use the same beef gravy you use to keep your pot roast moist.
No. Then that turns into an au jus sandwich.
That's what I'm saying. Then the biscuit's just sopping up what's on the plate. But as an actual meal, no, it's the sausage gravy over the biscuit with actual chunks of the sausage left in there.
Oh yeah, that's a great breakfast. But
not just the white gravy, but no, the actual sausage chunks with its gravy.
Oh yeah, dude. Remember, I used to be a short order cook. I did that stuff. Or actually, you can use beef gravy. But,
I'm not saying you literally can't. I'm just saying the classic biscuits and gravy meal.
Yeah, the southern biscuits and gravy. Although,
the southern U.S. meal of biscuits and gravy is sausage gravy because it is a breakfast.
Oh, but
maybe you get a few scrambled eggs on the side if you need a heavy meal to get you through a long day because you're gonna skip lunch.
Although if you do eat sausage patties right beside your biscuits and sausage gravy, that's not heresy. That's smart sometimes because you're like, double meat. Let's double meat.
If you want, if you're having a high protein day.
Yeah, get the sausage patties along with your biscuits and gravy. Go ahead. But on top of that too, you have to think about
all
this.
Depends on how much sausage you're getting inside the gravy.
More or less. But there is an exception to your biscuit rule, by the way. KFC kind of did this on accident. You know, you got your mashed potatoes and your gravy. You know, you got your 8-piece meal.
Oh
Eight
yeah,
piece.
no. KFC biscuits, yes, you drown those in the KFC gravy.
Yeah, and that chicken gravy because
That's what I'm saying. That's not beef gravy though. That's the chicken gravy.
that is a good chicken gravy. Although if you want to use a mushroom gravy as well, you can do that on top of your bread. There's you know mushroom gravy.
But you would still use the chicken broth base.
Yeah. But on top of that too, there's also the Salisbury steak. You can't forget that Salisbury steak on a nice mushroom gravy. You put it on top piece of bread.
Oh, of course.
That's your open
But again,
face.
the bread is more of the sopping up the leftover gravy.
And
It's
it's
not
just
the
good.
meal in and of itself. The
And
meal in
it,
and of itself is the Salisbury steak.
oh, and it's just good eating.
It is good eating. I love me a Salisbury steak.
Although before we make ourselves hungry, the au jus gravy, you can't deny that. I will give the French this. That is one of the best things they've done.
Oh yes, the French perfected the concept of au jus.
Yeah. Oh, nice. CC2 wants to get back to doing hack content in the dot hack series.
Hey, as long as it's like tongue in cheek, having fun with the world, like Legend of the Twilight. I don't need any dark, moody hack.
If they do dark, moody hacking, make it with a nice, compelling story. I mean, Kite's story was not bad. I can't think of who that other hero is because Haseo. I haven't. I didn't play.
Kite's partner was Black Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sorry. The Legend of the Twilight's my favorite hack. Yes, you have to concede that stuff came before it because it is definitely a,
Yeah.
later in the timeline game.
Yeah.
But
But we're gonna have to say this since we're all in agreement. Friends don't let friends play Sword Arts Online.
no, no. We'll just go ahead and buy you the hair there for you.
Yeah. Friends do not let friends buy or play Sword Arts Online.
But yeah, I love me Legend of the
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So we do have our menu set. We're gonna do Mega Man next week. We're gonna do E7 after that, and then going probably tail end of September, Dracula X Chronicles. Somewhere in there, I'll have to get in his challenge.
do the Bloodlines challenge as a warm up for Dracula X.
That'd work. Because yeah, Dracula X is.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
On Dracula X, is that the one where the
That's Richter's story.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one where you have the multiple paths where you can.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have the keys to rescue.
Where you can rescue Maria
and Annette. Yeah. That is the
and
one.
It's like if you go the one path, Annette gets converted and is one of the bosses. But if you rescue her, you fight a different boss in that level. Yeah. I will freely give it. That's for the Castlevania series, that kind of stuff with the multiple paths with different bosses. That you got a little bit of that in 3, but yeah, Dracula X did that.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else I've got here.
Because we are not talking about Rondo of Blood. That is a different game.
Not really.
We're not getting into that debate. We'll save that for when we're playing Dracula X.
I also did get the Lady's Sword for the TurboGrafx 16. I will never play that on stream. No, you don't. You just don't, because I would have to turn this. I could not broadcast it to YouTube. I'd have to tell OBS we're going to broadcast this to Twitch only. And I'm going to have to put the adult content notice if I did Lady's Sword. Because Rabbit saw it and he was like, they made this crap. And they did.
I mean, dude, if you're gonna do an rated game, you might as well just boot up Custer's Revenge and be done with it.
Yeah. But in other words, I got. Yeah, I made the sound effect when I thought of Custer's Revenge. Because that was a bad game. Oh, but anyhow, I have the Legendary Axe. I have the Legendary Axe 2. I have both Newtopias. I've got Keith Courage. Kadash, I've actually got Dragon Spirit, Dungeon Explorer, Cyanuta. Oh, I need to.
All right, you gotta quit telling him stuff to play, or he's never gonna actually get to the stuff he's promised to play.
Oh yeah, I'll just have to write it down on a big list. Also, eventually I will finish up King Colossus. That's just a good game. You can't pass that one. I did translate the Goddess story, Donna Goddess story. Dear God, those controls are slippery and the game is hard. Oh, and I also have all 4 Fantasy Stars. I just don't have the time to kill. Don't ask me why. I do not have the time to kill for all the Fantasy Star games. I just don't. You realize how many hours I'd be playing that game?
Yes.
And that was back in the good old days.
Dude, just how many hours you would drop on the first one.
Oh yeah, I've got
Those are not speedrun games.
No, they're not. And anyone that attempts to speedrun it is crazy. I also got the Ninja Gaiden for the Master System. I've got Dane and the Jungle Fighter. It took me a while to find that one. Mainly because I had to try to remember the name of the game.
Yeah.
And I've also got Golvelius. I've been playing that one, so... Alright, I'll just get through the first 3. Before we add on. So, Mega Man, E7, Bloodlines Challenge, and then Dracula X. Then we'll go from there after that. Let's see what I can do there.
Yeah. Gotta pace this out so we hit Dracula X around October.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
I've got, like I said, I've got plenty of games to go through, and I'm not going to play anything for my Steam collection until the fiber comes in. Because I am getting fiber. That is coming in soon. Oh, I've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've also got 7 Virtual Boy games. I will not be playing those for very long.
No.
Virtual headache.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll search for Eden there. Evo search for Eden here.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to play because Project X Zone 2 inspired me.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm going to play on Super NES.
What are you gonna play?
Captain Commando.
Hey.
I do have my ROM. It does work. I did a quick playthrough just to verify,
Yep. Oh, and
I will be playing as the good captain.
Good. That's the best way to do it. Also, Rabbit should have his copy. He might eventually play through it. I might have to. Yeah, I think
Dude,
I give you.
Even classic Game Boy Gray and White hurts the eyes after a while, especially trying to play it on a larger PC monitor screen. I had that problem just going back and doing those for fun.
Yeah, but
I had to pretty much limit myself to Game Boy Color.
sometime, but yeah. Before we go, I promise we're going. Rabbit,
Yes.
you still have that copy of Thracia 776, right? I do need to hand you that too, Dave. Fire Emblem Thracia 776, The Lost Chapter.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, it's translated. They left it in Japan. Someone translated it. Here we are.
They left a lot of Fire Emblem in Japan.
They really did.
Thankfully, Awakening was just so epically perfect that Um, it got some love here in America for the series, so
Oh,
maybe we'll just keep getting some flashback port games
you'd hope.
on official copies.
All right. Offline, I will send both of you a copy of Thracia. But that's it. That is it. Say goodnight, Dave.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, everybody.